Alright guys, so this is an update on the Moorish Idol tank. You can see there's the breeder system right there. You can see under there's my cutting tool for corals down there, because I am going to turn this into the bench for that. This tank's going to be gone. Basically, I'm going to set the frag cutting tool, the coral cutter, up on top, the bandsaw up on top here. So that way I can just walk into here and just work on that. I'm probably going to slide this out over here so it's not in my way. But this is the Moorish Idol tank. This is the 100-gallon tank that was sitting right here on the floor. Still got the bins here because I just transferred it over. And you can see the Moorish Idol's doing really good. It's happy. They're all happy because they're in a bigger system. And these are all the rocks that were in here and in the frag system, and a few rocks that were down there. Everything's good. Everything came out well. It took me about a day to get this all going. I just finished. That's why the corals are barely opening up. The water is all just almost crystal clear. Still filtering. You can see down here what I did. I added a piece of acrylic here, glued it with acrylic glue to this area here, drilled a hole through, or had a hole drilled through on this little 4x4 piece, put a bulkhead, just put a barb fitting here, there. That's the emergency drain there. There's the return. I'm actually gonna get a line that's gonna go all the way down. I used pieces because I was running out of tubing, so I kind of just had to work with what I got, but hard plumbed it over here to there. There's the valve regulator right there, so I'm able to regulate the flow. And you can see it's quiet, it's nice, no gurgling sound. This UV sterilizer, I'm going to get a better UV sterilizer. This was just here for the frag system, but I'm going to get a better one just to ensure there's no contamination or any contamination whatsoever that might get into the system in the future. But I am pretty much not going to do much of anything to this system. Everything's still the same here. Dosing unit there. Don't need the big need for a big chiller. That small chiller right there is fine for this system. But there it is, guys. Finally decided to upgrade the system, and I think was a long time waiting. So basically had this tank just sitting on the floor for almost a year. That Moorish Idol has been in the 40-gallon breeder for over 2.5 years, and I'm gonna just enjoy seeing him just get a little bigger and just be part of this family for quite some time in this aquarium. All right, guys, I'm tired. Just wanted to give you a little update on what's going on with the Moorish and Moorish and friends. Yeah. Oh, and Clown tank finally gets a bigger tank too, because he was there right in the beginning of that little frag system that I had going on. So he was the first fish in there, and saved him because of his tail, how it's all twisted right there. It's not like your usual clown tank, and that's what I like to do. Sometimes I just like to save the fish that maybe not be bought by someone else because of the fact that there may be some sort of an issue with them. But he's healthy. See that? Nice and healthy. All right, guys, this is the Hearn saying peace.